Alright, hey there. So what I'm doing is identifying what we got left to work on over the weekend. New client, we're going to do a SEO audit for them, right? They've paid up and we're going to try and make sure they can get as much data as they can. So if you're a member on the team, this is what we do. We kind of identify the problems with their website right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hey, calm down. I'm just doing an audit. You can calm down. It's not that much. It's only going to take like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. It's not that much. Yeah, they're gonna be okay. Anyway, so I have this roadmap here. I'm gonna just go through it quick. I've identified some problems here. It's 11:51. So since they're hourly, I just want to make sure I can track this, and I'll be explaining how this is happening here. So we've already kind of done this work initially here. The site redirects to a preferred version. We looked at that, and that's fine. Some of the problems that we kind of saw actually has a like red flag, like a huge red flag. If someone's walking through your website, they can kind of see the buttons. If Google and the search engines can't see your website, that's a big red flag. No one can they can't find your website, so they're not going to let other people see your website. And if the goal is to get people to click through on your website, to contact you, to pay you $18,000 a year, right? So I'm just going to go through this for the rest of these things. I'm not going to try and explain it, and I do offer consulting for that, you know, if you're curious, but I just want to sit down and solve these problems. So I'm going to take a look at their website here, now that this is prepared. And there's that. No. What are you doing? Kitten's on the window. Okay. Does it have a... Actually, let me freeze this. Freeze the first two columns. There we go. Looks better. Okay. Uncategorized page. Okay, so let's take a look at this. The cat's like messing me up here. Does it have a categorized URL structure? So if I go to features, is it siloed in a way so it makes sense? So I'm going to take a look at the features, CRM, administration. Does it make sense? Plans and pricing. Okay, so it seems like the menu buttons don't really do anything. Okay. What? Why do you keep talking to me? I'm doing an audit. Kitten. Oh my gosh. So if I click on this, you know, it's like I usually have that go to a landing page. All these pages should kind of promote this page, but that's, you know, that's just a preference. Okay, if I open up CRM, is that okay? So that doesn't do anything. So that's not its own page. It could be its own page. Okay, so features, CRM, and metrics are not their own pages. They can be their own pages. So this is like a little UX thing that I kind of got fucked up about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say, hey, just an issue, features, CRM, those aren't pages. Consider even having them be a landing page. So even having these as a landing, yeah, okay. So getting ahead of myself here. Categorized URL structure. It needs to say something like, okay, well, if I'm going to features, if that's a page, it would say /features. And then I go click on CRM, it would say features/CRM. And then if I go to leads, opportunities, and customers, it would say sunbasedata.com/features/CRM/leads, opportunities, and customers. The reason why you would want to do that is all of these pages over here would promote the CRM page, and the CRM page would promote the features page. So if you have all that kind of like you would bring those pages up, and you can use those pages, like even the higher up pages, as just pure lead generating pages. You don't even have to talk about it, have a bunch of text. It's just the juice from these other pages linked to your page. Yeah, I can see that being an issue. Plans and pricing, like it's it's under pricing, it's fine, but the one okay, solar CRM software. Okay, so even if this is okay, it's not even under industries. So right now, flooring CRM software. Okay, if I click on industries, there's no like industries page. Okay, so that's another. Okay, so that's another thing to consider here. Industries. Yeah. Anecdotally, let me show you my own analytics. Right, it's not the best. I'm working on this instead of my own site, but our own website has an industries page. So there's an overview, right? And then there's one for chiropractor, right? So the one for small business, right, for industries, has like videos for specific industries, right? I add thumbnails, right? But this is the page that is being seen by a lot of people, right? And then I have a page for a chiropractor that is relevant, that needs to be linked to and from the overview, right? Because I have something here that's like, oh, chiropractor, right? But because I started doing that, I started getting a little spike in traffic, right? Let's do 14 days. Actually, I can just show you the actual source. Oh no, this isn't me. You can just take my word for it, or I can move over. Like this page that I built, because I didn't have a good page before, started getting a lot more traffic, right? Small business, it gets almost half of my clicks to my website, right? In the last 30 days or whatever, last 7 days, it got about 287 views, right? Before there wasn't, so making that page so everyone can see it, and then that page is brought a lot higher, is getting us a lot of clicks. So, yeah, I'm a fan. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that. Okay, moving on. There's no page structure for notes. Those aren't pages. Features, CRM, those aren't pages. Everything is on the what domain? Let's see. Is blog organized in a way like that, or is it still this roofing leagues? Okay, so even the blogs like that. Even blog is on the domain. Uncategorized pages or posts. Let's take a look at popular posts. Going down. Okay, there's a broken image. There's a broken image. Broken images on the blog post. Broken images on the blog post. Oh no. I don't see any sort of categories set to this. How do you spell comment? E-N-T? Yeah, E-N-T. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna say blog doesn't have categories. Also, comments is misspelt. Right, so attention to details, important. Uncategorized pages or posts doesn't seem to be a problem. It's just no category of pages and posts can go under the blog as a drop down. Just an idea. So like if you go over to a post, sometimes it says, oh, it's tagged with roofing. Like for example, this is for roofing. I don't see that here, right? So if I go to blog, I could probably see all the blogs tagged with roofing, right? If I'm a roofer, I want to know stuff for my roofing. I don't want to learn about other things. But anyway, solar and roofing kind of go hand in hand because the solar goes on the roof. Okay, 404 pages that get traffic. I would have to do a Google crawl for that. 404 pages on traffic. I'm going to have to continue that for the architecture. Do the footer links work? I think these go to the industry pages. Looks like they work just fine. Privacy policy, great. Data sheet there. This page doesn't, so that's on every single web page. Do all, no, this doesn't. This link does not. And that's download the privacy, the product data sheet. Right. Are the correct redirect thank you links in place? I would have to open up analytics, which I think I have actually set up. Let me just do that. There's a cat trolling around back there. Okay, sun-based data, cool. Let's go. All right. Cool. They have a long session duration of 6 minutes. That's really good for what they're doing. I'm really happy for them. It means that people are staying on. It is literally what they need. They're showing up for the right keywords because they're getting people wanting to stay on the site, but they're getting an average bounce rate of 70%, which means they see a site, they see a page, and then they leave. They don't have any next steps here. They're getting a lot from organic, great. They're growing, great. Let's see what they were doing 90 days ago. Yep, you know, from the start of this year, they've increased. I haven't touched that yet, so that's not me. Moving down, they're getting people overseas, fine. Roofing software, they're ranking for. That's probably the biggest thing that they got besides the homepage. I'm sure that's where they're getting their conversions. It seems like they get goal. They're getting conversions set. So let me see the goals here. Overview. Okay. Free trial completed, and they have a thank you page for that. Okay, trial thank you is the page that they are sending results to. I do want to visualize what the funnel kind of looks like. Is that set up? Okay, contact form completed, free trial inquiry are the 3 goals that they have set. So I'm just going to have notes like that right here, right? Just because I just want to make sure. Goal URLs, trial / thank you, right? So I don't want to accidentally click on that. Okay, education. Okay, so they're getting, recently this month they got about 2 free trials. They say they close about 50% of those free trials into sales, which is good for them to know. But they have 1 thank you page, right? Is that what I'm saying? They have 1 thank you page? Yeah, they have 1 thank you page. So setting that up, let me just make sure I write that note. Only 1 thank you page. Just duplicate thank you page and reset goals in analytics and set goals for others in analytics. All right, cool. Another one needs to be set up with Search Console. All right, 404 pages that get traffic. I would have to pull from Google Search Console. Pure, what? All right, so I don't know if I have Google Search Console access, right? If I don't have it in my agency email, yeah, I don't. So I can't do a proper crawl, so I'm just going to put down C for contact. Do I have? Oh. Need Google Search Console access. Google Search Console access. It's your blog. Need Google Search Console access. Okay. Let me just do priority. Cool. Okay, let's just keep going. Thank you pages. Well, I'm not going to go to the actual thank you page. All right. I'm just going to see if it shows up online. We don't want it. God, man. I just want to make sure that we can't find it on Google. So, site, there's sun, subbase, site equal colon sunbasedata.com. Trial, thank you. This just checks if people are able to see it. Sunbase data. Let me just. Doesn't seem like it. Sunbase data does not. Nope, they got it. I got it right here. That's on the new site though. They have a new site, which is I'm kind of confused. New site development site does index. No, that's a no. PDFs indexed. They did have something here, right? But that doesn't even load. It's something for them to see, but again, I would look up sunbasedata.com plus PDF. Right. Check PDF index. How you check? How you check? How you check? I just want to check if it's indexing because there is another PDF on the site. Okay, well, not sure with that. Yeah, some of these. Okay, Google Search Console. We need access. Analytics. They were correct. No, it wasn't set up. Only 1 out of 3 unique URLs. Correct URL. I'm just going to say that's probably important. They just need to make 2 more pages. Schema markup. I don't believe they had that based on no schema markup on entire site. Because that's what I recall. sun-based data. So they should be able to throw in their 4-point stars on here, so that way people can see that. Like at the very least, that's how I can tell. They just have reviews. And because they have reviews, they should be able to communicate that online. So they don't have that. Plugins, I would have to log in. I can log in right now. Sunbase. Are they using the default? Alright. Well, since I'm streaming, I'm not trying to log in, but I will. Should probably set up a dual monitor here. Cool, got another website lead. Fun. Yeah, that's probably got the passwords in it. I'm not going to try and open that up. I'll just look at other stuff. Google My Business. It is set up. Let's look at the Google My Business then. Sun-based data. Sun-based data, all is one word. Alright, so now comes the local stuff. Palm View Street, Orlando, Florida is what it's set. As a physical address, yes, it does have a physical address. It does have a service location. I think that's fine. It has a location. Should be okay. Correct hours. Does it have an hours of operation? Ooh, 9 to 6. Okay. Multiple categories. Does it tell me what else they do? Software category. But do they have multiple categories? That doesn't really say. That has to be within a Google My Business. We don't have access to Google My Business yet. So get access to Google My Business page to check. Responding to reviews. It's good to respond to reviews because you can actually add text to that. So no reviews. Keyword stuff, title tag, no. But sun-based data CRM, you could add something in here as a recommendation. No, but you can add something like custom CRM development or whatever in the title. Just once, just not being done. Using post capability, you're not posting. I don't see posts, otherwise it would be posts down here. Answering questions, there's no questions. They're not really reviewing. Doesn't seem like there's any questions. Again, no questions to add. No, that's what we're using. Promotions, no. Continuing posting, no. Service photos. So this is important. I learned this from Webris. You can have text inside the page, inside the photo, like sun-based data CRM logo, right? And this one, sun-based data CRM process, and it will rank for sun-based data for the exact match. They don't have that, so they don't have that for any of this. You just need photos. Citations low. Okay, let's look. Let's see if they're consistent or not using Moz. Moz is great. So it allows Moz Local allows me to look up the business's name as long as I can get the actual Sunbase. As long as I can pull this, there we go. Sunbase data, there you go. It finds it online and then tells you the consistency. So there's quite a lot of inconsistencies here. It says it's complete. It is all consistent, at the very least. It is all consistent, which is fine. There's just more that can be done. So I'm going to say it is consistent, but it is low. It's the only places that it gets seen is just on the Google Maps, right? Page scan link. Okay, GT metrics. Let's go. So GT metrics tells you the page load times and tells you how fast the website loads. Obviously, you want to have a website that loads faster. A good number to achieve is 2 minutes, or sorry, 2 seconds. Anything in excess of 2 seconds just means like a user will load the site, get bored, and leave. Right? Loads in 3.2 seconds, so there's opportunity. Obviously, loads in 3.2 seconds. 3.2 seconds, and for requests, 87 requests. Hosting name and server speed. Let's see. For that, I just kind of want to look at this. Leverage browser caching, which means that there's no people can load the website in advance, and if they revisit the site, they don't have to re-download the site. The page is definitely a good candidate to increase page speeds using, let's see, built with. Let's actually see what server the website's on. Whoops. Okay. There's Pixel on it, whatever. Yoast is on that stuff. PHP, cool. WordPress, yeah. Yep, WordPress. Okay. Isotope plans, no. Okay, it's on Apache and Nginx. I've never seen both of those. What's going on? Who's hosting this? Can I just type that in, like, who is hosting checker? Like, I kind of want to find out who is hosting this website. Bluehost. Okay, that's gross. Okay, so it's Bluehost / Bluehost. Image compression. Let's just see these problems. Optimize images. Yes. CSS. Scaled images. Defer parsing. Inline. Minify. So what that means is the images can be squished on the site. Caching is obviously 100%. And the code that runs on the website can all be pushed into one file. So think about it like this: if you have 100 files, like if you're in your office and someone's like, "Can you get me all the information regarding this client?" and then you have like paper all over the place, you have to stand up, go over to your file cabinet, open up your folder, go rifle through it, find the paper, come back, find the other piece of paper, come back, find the other piece of paper, come back. You open up another, and there's a bunch of paper in there. Cool. You bring that back when it all could just be in one page, right? That's what I mean by that. CDN probably. I don't know if that's needed. CDN. I don't think that's needed. Expires headers. Fewer HTTP requests. Yeah. Use a CDN. Minify. Right. I said that. Yeah, so CDN allows you to load the website locally. gzip compression, I have, I don't think that's really relevant. It can be relevant, to be honest, I don't know at this point. Okay, the site's mobile friendly. It looks like it's mobile friendly. I'm going to assume it's mobile friendly. Let me check. If I scroll down, yeah, it looks mobile friendly. It looks really good. I don't know. I don't know for that one. Web design, site search. There's no little. Some people, when you go to a department store, they go straight to the product. They want to buy a chainsaw. They go to the hardware section. They find lumber. I don't know, lumber tools. And then you find saws. Then you find mechanical or hand saw. And then you find the chainsaw. Right? That's how a website's designed. But some people just want to just ask for help. I want to buy a chainsaw. Okay, here it is. Right? That's why there's sales professionals or retail sales. I don't see that in here. Breadcrumbs, meaning if I go to, which is a problem. There's no breadcrumbs. There's no trail to follow because it's also the menu's fucked. There's no trail to follow. If there's a features page and a CRM page and a leads and opportunities page, yeah, there's no trail. It's just you just go directly to the page, and there's thing content. I forgot to talk about that. So have more pages, but right now more pages, everything's on the root. Social media is on the site. I think so. No. Yeah, I don't see it. So they don't have a social media presence or not. You gotta have some sort of social signals, like anything, like link to your Reddit, right? CTA above the fold. I would also just have being hit by thin content check bench marker. Initial pages needed. Also, menu is whack. It is buggy. I wouldn't say that's priority though, but this is being hit by thin content. There's not enough text on this page. It says page. There's not enough text on it, right? It's not sales board. Is that a keyword that people want to go for? I don't know, but we'll look at the site. I need to be able to look at Google Search Console for these plugins. I need to be able to see that. I know they have Yoast, but I don't know if it's set up properly. A lot of this stuff can just be solved here, but let's look at the CTA above the fold. I remember the industries, the roofing CRM software was the biggest moneymaker. Above the fold, try it free, perfect. Let's see their homepage. What CTA do they have on their homepage? Try it free. Okay, those were the two biggest based off my memory here, right? Roofing software homepage, pricing and free trial. Let's take a look at that. Free trial and plans and pricing. What's the call to action on these pages? Call to action. This is the call to action. Fine. Start free trial. Clear. That makes sense. Perfect. Proper navigation. No, the menu was kind of buggy. AMP. It's not really needed. But let's see. AMP. Do they have any AMP pages? Is it gonna 404 or show me something? Yeah. So not needed. but helps with mobile users. So that's not a priority. It's not set, but it's not a priority. But yeah, that's what I kind of see right now. Let me stop right now and kind of see where we're at. We're at 12:26. I'll just manually put that in later. But yeah, that was, what, 30 minutes on covering a lot without needing to log in the stuff. Obviously, there's a ton more here. I do want to benchmark that. But I need to go take a water break. I'm not going to build a client for this. I'll be back 2 minutes. I'm literally just going to get up in the middle of this recorded video. Okay. Alright, so I think that's good enough time for this. I'll check benchmarker for this, and we'll see how all this goes later. But yeah, no, it looks like a good start. I'm going to end this and see where we're at.